Hey YouTube people, single dad with single dad living. I thought today we'd do some chicken stock. So I've been thinking about it. And winter is coming. Why not make chicken stock now to prevent having to buy it later on in the year when the price goes up, because everybody's going to be buying it at that point in time when it gets colder. The price will go up and everybody's going to want to buy it. So if you make it now, freeze it, jar it, can it, do whatever you want to do, this is the time to do it. While chicken is still on sale, you're getting it on sale at 60, 70 cents a pound, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, who knows. Anyways, I bought my chicken, I think it's about 80 cents a pound whenever I was buying this. And I just buy a whole package of legs, and you get them real cheap, like $2-3 for almost 10 pounds. If you get the ones that you don't care about, got the broken bones in them and stuff, usually come in a red bag. You can get those, and there's skin on. So I get chicken legs, so that's what's kind of left of that. And then in this one here, I've got chicken thighs. Same way, I buy them the same way. Sometimes I buy them leg and thigh quarters, and I'll just separate them out. And that's probably what I think I actually did with this, was just bought a leg and thigh quarter bag. I think it's 10 pounds, it's $2.46 plus tax, if you pay tax where you're at. If not, then it was just like $2.50. Anyways, just go ahead and get started. Now these are frozen, both of them. Frozen, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chicken legs, and actually 5 chicken legs, and then I've got 3 thighs in here. So that's how I'm going to start it out. Just frozen chicken. Now I'm doing this in a pressure cooker, so I don't have to worry about it being thawed out. So I'm going to put my chicken down here in my pressure cooker pot. And even if you're going to do just a regular old plain chicken stock and you're not going to be putting it in a pot, or a pressure cooker, I mean, I still suggest using the pressure cooker pot, because it's got a really nice thick bottom on it, and it's going to hold the heat, and it's going to disperse it really nice and easy, or disperse it well anyways, and you ain't going to worry about too many hot spots on it. And then you can just boil it without, or bring it to a simmer for a few hours without that. However, I do suggest don't start from frozen unless you are going to pressure cook it. Other than that, you're good to go. Now, as long as with seasonings here, what I've got, and I don't know if you can, I'm sure you can see it, but I know it's camera looks like everything's far away. What I've got here is 3 stalks of celery. I just washed them off and just chopped it up, big old 2-inch pieces. I don't care about the leaves or nothing, they can stay on. That's fine. If they're broken, that's fine. I don't care. It's stock. All this is going to get thrown away. And this is 3 medium-large carrots, I guess. I just trimmed both ends off. I didn't peel it. Same kind of cut, about 1.5 to 2 inches on that. I've got a large sweet onion here. I didn't cut off the root end. I didn't cut off the top. I didn't skin it, peel it, didn't do nothing. I left the paper husk on, and I just quartered that. I just cut it into 4 pieces, and that's all I've done. And along with it all, I've got 2 bay leaves. I got kind of a large one here and kind of a small one there, or a medium and a small, large and a medium, however you want to do it. This is your chicken stock. You make it however you want. This is how I do it. So, everything's going to just go right into the pot. Now normally, if I had the other stuff, I would add some peppercorns and a few other things to kind of flavor it up, but I don't. All I've got really got is the bay leaves. So I'm going to just throw all that together, right in the pot. Throw that on there. All right. And with that, now this is cold water, and I've got a gallon of it, a gallon of cold water, and I'm going to pour it in without splashing it everywhere. Let me get my cold water in. Come on, man. And a gallon will do it. That's just enough to cover the chicken and everything else that you need done. So we'll do that. And what I do, now I don't just snap the lid on or anything. I get the fire going. Come on, fire. Kick on, there you go. I don't have one of those electric lighting stoves. It works off a pilot light, so it takes a second or two sometimes. Anyhow, I'm gonna let this start getting hot. And after it gets hot, it wants to come up to a boil, then I'm gonna snap my lid on. And I'm gonna allow it to vent. I'm gonna let that steam blow up through the vent hole here. And when I get a good steady stream going, I'm gonna start a timer for 10 minutes. And I'm gonna let that vent for 10 full minutes to get all the air out of it and let that steam just roll around and fill the entire pot. And then I'm gonna set my weight on it. Now here where I'm at over in Oklahoma, all I need is a little 10-pound weight, and that's what comes with it. And it just pops right on, and I'll put that on there. And when this thing starts doing this, do a little jiggly jig, that's when I'll actually start my full timer. And I'm gonna go for about 35 minutes at that point. 25, 35 minutes. And then by then, it should be good to go. It'll be done. I'll cut the heat off. I'll let it sit where it sits for about 30 minutes and let it kind of just naturally release the pressure. Not fully, it won't be fully done at that point in time, but it'll be naturally done. Then I'll pop the weight off and then we'll get it opened up. We'll have our chicken stock, we'll strain it, we'll reduce it down if we need to, and we'll be good to go. Add a little salt, pepper, whatever it is we need to do at that point in time. So we'll be back whenever this is all coming to a boil. All right, we got our stock brought up to a boil at this point in time. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the lid. I've made sure that my petcock is cleared. So I'm going to set this lid up on top. Get on there, make sure it's good. See, if it ain't on there right, it's not going to close. I thought this was the right way. Apparently not. I'll try it over here. There it is. And click. Stops. We're starting to get a little bit of steam coming out, which is fine, and that's what we want. We want this to steam up and blow and vent out that air. Now, I might not go the full 10 minutes because really I'm not canning or anything. I'm just pressure cooking at this point in time. So, but I still want it to be hissing fairly good before I snap the old weight on there. Oh boy, I got my hand over that steam. It's building up pretty quick. Of course, I do still have it up on high heat. I'm going to let everything just come to pressure at this point in time. I'm going to let this vent out. I'm going to let my little safety blow valve. It's popped up. My other safety to keep me from unlocking it just popped up. That's telling me all my steam is building up. We're getting ready to go. And you can hear it. You can hear this just slowly building up and hissing. And that's really and truly, that's exactly what I want. So we're going to let this just vent out a little bit more and let that pressure build up. We're going to get the weight on there. We're going to cut the heat down because you don't want it just sitting there just going. You don't want it doing that. You want it to just kind of just go, you know, just every couple, you know, couple little little jiggles. Every so many seconds, you know, every 3 or 4 seconds you want to hear that thing kind of jiggle up a little bit. Or I call it a jiggle weight. I don't know what else it's called, but that's what I call it. So, okay, I'm getting a good steady stream coming out of steam. Safety's done. Safety's done. We're going to put that on there and we're going to let it build up. Now it's going to build pressure. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're just building up that pressure. And we're going to let it build. Get that full 230 degree heat going in there. Everything's going to thaw out and cook real fast. Once this is done, we're talking, 20, 35 minutes or 45 minutes, most likely with what little bit of chicken I got in there, and it's already been kind of cooking. We're talking 25 minutes to the pot now. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to let this come up to pressure. Once it does, 25 minutes, turn it off, and we're going to let it sit, let it naturally release for 15, 20 minutes. And then we'll pull off the weight right there. And then we'll get it opened up and see how it looks. We'll get it cooled off and strained out. And then we'll have us some good, delicious chicken stock that's going to be great for our wintertime soups, our chicken noodles, our chicken and dumplings, chicken and rice. Just anything. You could, add your chicken stock into a split pea or your soup, or you can make lentils, or just do some pinto beans and throw some chicken stock in there instead of water. Just a little bit of extra flavor. Anything helps. Every little thing helps, actually, when it comes down to flavor and cooking. So anyways, we'll get back whenever, I guess whenever I'm getting ready to release the pressure, pull the weight off of it, and get the lid open and show you what we got. Alright, it's all done. I've got the weight taken off of it. We've released the pressure. My safety's falling down, my other safety's down. Now we're just going to open it up. And folks, when you go to open one of these, don't open it this way, open it that way so the steam don't come out and blast you in the face. So let's see what we've got. If I can get it open. There it is. Alright. Moment of truth. See what I mean about that steam? Stuff comes flying out. Let's get that taken off. Now then, I don't know how well you can, oh my gosh, I nearly knocked the whole tripod over. All right, so I don't know how well you can see this. Obviously not well if you're looking at the side of a dirty pot, but look at that. Whoa, that looks good right there, don't it? It's got that nice yellow color to it down in there. That tells you that chicken has been done. And let me show you. The onion is just falling. Ooh, it's smoking hot. But the onion skins will give it that little bit of that color. That's what you're looking for anyway, some of that delicious color. But these onions, my gosh, look at that. It just falls to pieces. So there's that. Let's check out a carrot. Let me grab a fork real quick. I can show you. Now this is what pressure cooking will do for you. Now those carrots look good and firm. Let me show you. Just mash it down. Just squeeze that juice right out of that carrot. Now you could eat this if you wanted to. It really and truly is. All that's just for flavor. Now then, with the chicken, let me grab a chicken leg here. Now, since it's been pressure cooked, let me tell you, this chicken is fall off the bone tender. Now, when I go to strain this out, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna take the meat off the bone and save that for another time for something. Now, I'll freeze it, or I'll use it I'll put it in the refrigerator and cook it pretty quick. Or most likely, though, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze it. Ooh. Well, it's tender. Look at that. That just plucked right off. And it tastes delicious. It needs salt, because I didn't add any. And look at that. Oh, look, there's a piece of chicken bone right there. Oh, I'll tell you how tender it is. Oh, that bone just smashed to pieces. So you know I've just extracted every good piece out of it. that I possibly could. Let me get rid of that. I ain't gonna throw that back in the pot. Now then. Oh yeah, that one piece of chicken was nice and delicious. Look at that. That onion skin. An onion. Oh, we hadn't even checked out a piece of celery yet. And we know it's smoking hot. Ooh, look at that, just fell apart. I'm gonna taste it. Hardly even tastes like celery. Done cooked all the flavor out of it. Yeah, and the bottom of it, there's nothing stuck to the bottom. It's just as beautiful as can be. Let me take a look at the chicken thigh real quick. That's, ooh. Can't hardly get it. It's just gonna fall apart on me. Look at that. I'm afraid to touch it hardly. And that's smoking hot. That sucker's still screaming hot. I'm just gonna let that just go right back in. I ain't even gonna mess with it too much. Now I'm gonna let this cool off a little bit more. And I'm gonna strain it through a really fine mesh colander. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with that fine mesh colander. Some people call them colanders or strainers, whatever. This is it right here. Hold on, let me back out. So here it is. It's this, and it's a strainer, but I call it a colander. And I'm gonna run all that through there, and I'll be mashing out the vegetables. I'll remove the chicken. I'll mash the juice out of the vegetables. There's just going to be nothing but pure flavor. So when this cools off and I'm ready to mash it all out, we'll come back and I'll show you.